Hello everyone, my name is Harut and welcome to my room tour. Kind of nervous about making this video. I've never done this kind of thing, so if my voice sounds a little shaky, I apologize for that. Um, let's start up here. These are my mini trash cans that I like to use for pencil shavings and things like that. We have a Bob Ross coloring book, empty Coke can by Marshmallow. Here's some Volkswagen, Porsche, Audi, Lamborghini type Legos that I really enjoy. On this bookshelf or hanging shelf is my little Vex collection. I'm a huge fan of him as an artist. So this is the Vex coloring book that was released. This is my mini bookshelf with tiny sketchbooks, as well as a Vex vinyl figure up there. So moving on to the closet. These are some art books for inspiration, Disney sketches, encyclopedia. Basically, that's a whole bunch of different comic skits and just inspiration that I enjoy. Um, Over here, same thing, different art books as well as some of my bigger sketchbooks that I really haven't used yet. So I'm a perfectionist and I have OCD as well as ADHD. So it's kind of difficult sometimes to actually jump right into a sketchbook in fear of that I'm gonna actually mess it up or ruin the first page or things like that. So yeah, anyways, moving on. This is just a painting of the observatory that I bought. Um, this is the complete set of the chameleon markers. They're really cool markers that you can kind of add color caps to and basically mix colors or blend them very well. This is the Prismacolor set of 150 color pencils. I like to try to keep everything color coded and in order as best as I can. Over here is the Copic Rainbow Doodle Kit that I actually found at Ross for $20, which is a pretty good steal. This is the art pour that I did a while back. Kind of like the way it looks, a little like alien or dragonish kind of thing. This is Copic various ink refills that I don't really use. They're kind of just there for decoration, as well as this Copic sketch set of A. If you're anything like me, I kind of require the art to actually be perfect to use these kind of art supplies that are a little bit more pricey. So I rarely ever get around to actually using them, which is probably a bad thing, but I love just watching or looking at everything organized. Over here we have my safe, um, Super Mario bag, and moving on out of the closet we have a Vex skateboard with a bunch of really cool doodles, little color wheel, another Vex art piece, tiger doodle, and the dragon. Moving up here is the Super Mario picture that I really enjoy. It was one of my favorite games as a kid. Probably still is, honestly. I'm still a kid at heart. These are some FW inks that I rarely use. These are the color caps for the chameleon markers. Try to keep everything completely in color order and then organized by numbers, etc. Blah blah blah. Starting over here is the um, sketchbook, notebook kind of things by Paper Blanks brand. I really enjoy the like vintage look of them and just I don't know if you're anything like me, you really enjoy flipping through sketchbooks and feeling the paper and different things like that is my thing. Over here we have some mini Daily Rowney books, some more of the paper blanks, as well as these are the Moleskine. Two of them are sealed, the others have a couple drawings in them, but again, like I said, I need everything to be perfect, so I rarely use them. This right here is my Stabilo highlighter collection. I believe that's the full set. Correct me if I'm wrong. This is my marker collection so far. It's a mix of Hobby Lobby's Master Touch markers, the brush markers, as well as a hoo-hoo. I believe it's the 120 set of a hoo-hoo. Right here is a little Rubik's Cube. This is the Marco Tribute collection. Really love the pencils. They just feel good in your hand, and I love the way that this looks like a little bookshelf, or books basically. Moving on to the rest of the bookshelf, these are some mixed media sketchbooks by Master's Touch, as some various other ones. It's Tantone. These are all the like vinyl kind of leather-ish sketchbooks, as well as some dot grid books that I like to play around with and do like geometric type doodles. And then down here we have more of my art book collection. Uh, Various books for inspiration and just teaching. I like to teach myself. I like to think of myself as an artist, but again, I'm a perfectionist, so kind of beat myself up about my artwork and need it to be perfect. But then again, not everybody's perfect, so it's kind of something that I need to overcome. These are some sticker books. I just really enjoy flipping through them and seeing the different pictures and things like that. Here's some coloring books. This Dimensions one is one of my favorites. I really enjoy the artwork in it. So down here, these are more of my 300 GSM papers as well as mixed media. Some of my leather books. I really enjoy the paper. I love the feel of the leather, different things like that. It's satisfying to me. And again, down here is a same thing, more sketchbooks. I kind of have an obsession with buying different sketchbooks, and they kind of sit on the bookshelf for quite some time, not being used. But again, I really enjoy just touching the paper and just feeling the textures. So I like to keep my room in complete order. Everything needs to have a spot. Everything needs to be clean, tidy. Even my bed sheets actually being like that, a little wrinkled up, bothers me, but hey, you gotta get over it. This is some more storage that I got at, I believe, Michael's. There's nothing really in here except for down here in this one. It's just basically a little flipper book of some of my drawings that I did in the past. Really enjoy that one. It was just a quick, fun doodle that I like. Here's another one. It's kind of Vex and Gox inspired. Was really into them. I still am. Lately, I've been kind of just trying to focus on finding my own style and seeing basically what I can do. There's a squirt can. It's not perfect, but I like it. It took me a little bit of time. So yeah, that's kind of all that's in here is just some completed artwork and stuff that I need to color or do some line work on. So moving on up here is just my little leaves with LED lights in them, my clock. I tried to get like a vintage type look. Moving over here is another color variation of the Vex Dragon with some doodles. Here is my favorite, the Avengers little poster. Kind of reminds me of just the whole decade of Avengers movies and things like that I was very into. So try to keep everything extremely clean and in order. Everything needs a place. I don't like clutter, things like that. Here is the Tri Beam, I believe, Vex. It's 3 skateboards that kind of fit together. Really enjoy his artwork. So moving on to this side, here's my watchful eye. My little lampshade also has something, little shelves. There's my oil diffuser that I love. I cannot spend my days without it. I have really heightened senses, so different smells like that and textures and stuff kind of really satisfies me, keeps me calm. Over in this drawer is more like the office type stuff and different notebooks that I actually use just to journal every day. Journaling has become a big part of my life. I have an overflow of thoughts, and it usually helps me to just release and find some peace. So over here is my Himalayan salt lamp, some more brush markers, as well as the Jelly Roll pens. Here's some Caran d'Ache Neo colors, I believe they're called. This is a little storage I like to keep all my
fine liners and different things like that. These are all microns. This is mostly Faber-Castell and Ohuhu. We got some Poscas, however you say it. Here's some Staedtler technical pens. I was really into those for quite some time and just love doodling with them. Here's all my pens that I use for journaling. Try to keep everything nice and neat. What's in here? This is all different leads and pencil holders, sharpeners, things like that. Get an idea. Here's all my erasers, as well as a couple rulers that I use. There's the famous Super from Fast and the Furious. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid as well. Here's the Star Wars PlayStation 4, as well as a little Invader up there. And then we have the TV. And moving on then to these drawers, which are probably my favorite. So drawer number 1 is all pencils and colored pencils. So this is a Thomas Kincaid Disney coloring book. It's a poster board, I believe. Really enjoy that. Still haven't got into it yet. Again, everything needs to be completely in line and perfect for me to do any type of artwork. It's a really bad way to live, but I'm trying to overcome it. This is my Black Widow set. I have the complete set in here. If you guys are interested in actually seeing full videos of all these pencil sets and showing every one of them basically, let me know. These are some sketch pads as well as more down here. Let's take these out. Different colored pencils. Down here, these wooden boxes are the Derwent sets. Over here we have the, what is it called? The macaron set. Let's see if I can bring that out. I'll show it a little bit, but yeah. I mainly use all the color pencils for just coloring artwork and things like that. Coloring really brings some calmness into me, and I enjoy it. And again, for some reason, I'm extremely nervous making this video, but I'll get over it eventually. Next, we have this drawer, which is all of my more expensive paper, like the bristle board and things like that. This is an overflow of markers that I really don't use. We have some watercolor books down here, mainly over here. What else? These are all stuff that I've got at Ross and Hobby Lobby, different watercolor pads and different Strathmore and drawing pads and things like that. And again, not all of it gets used. It's more for kind of, I just enjoy having the collection of different art medias and paper surfaces and things like that. In the last drawer, this is all my paint stuff. Got some King Art brand. There's Winsor & Newton little, what are they called? Can't think of the word. These are different palettes. Kind of used everything that I basically have mainly for swatches only. I haven't really used much of it in artwork, but we'll eventually get around to that. So I think that's everything. Really hope you enjoy the video. If you would like a more detailed view of everything, please let me know in the comments. I'm going to try to make more videos like sketchbook flip throughs and things like that to start this YouTube channel. And hopefully I won't be as nervous the next time I record. Thanks again. Have a good one, guys.